What is the most important resource for your life? Some will say money, some will say time, some will say their social network. But think about this. Have you ever thought of health as a resource for your life? Have you ever imagined your life without good health? Just think about it. All these things depend on good health. So health is actually your foundational resource for a good life. Better still, your good health is fuel to your good life. So what exactly is health? It includes your spiritual health, includes your financial health, includes your emotional health, and also includes your social health, and then your physical health. But health covers all these dimensions. We say someone has good spiritual health when they have identified a higher divine power and they've been able to submit under that power, and from that power they are able to attain their purpose for life, their meaning for life, and all their beliefs and hope are anchored in that one divine power. So through that, they are able to connect with themselves, they are able to connect with others, and they are also able to connect with the environment. The second dimension for health is the emotional health. Being emotionally healthy means you have actually understood who you are and have been able to accept yourself as you are, knowing perfectly well you have so many flaws and you have so many gifts. Being able to accept that automatically boosts your self-esteem, and from there we get our optimism. When someone is emotionally healthy, it's very easy for them to express their emotions. The third dimension for health is now the financial health. Being financially healthy, it has nothing to do with you being rich and being poor. Being financially healthy is you being content with what you have, knowing what you have can actually increase with time, making specific decisions to make sure that if you have 10 shillings today, tomorrow you can make it 11, and the day after tomorrow it can get to being 15. So it's being content, economizing, and maximizing whatever you have. The fourth dimension of health is what we call social health. It's that connection that you have with the people around you, with your social network. It's you being able to make connections and sustaining these connections for the longest time. It's very easy to make 10 friends in 1 year, but it's very difficult to sustain one friend in 10 years. The better you are socially, the easier it is for you to have long-term friends. And then of course now the physical health is now our bodies. That means how our bodies function and how the processes of our bodies do function. So what are the factors that may affect our health? We have two major groups. The first one is the genetics, that now the genetical makeup of who you are, what differentiates you from someone else. And from this, automatically some people are risked to have some certain types of diseases compared to others. So things like allergies tends to fall in families, things like hypertension, diabetes, and even sometimes cancer tend to follow a certain type of family. The second factor is now the environment. Environment includes everything else that is not genetics. Like where you live, do you live in a slum or in a leafy side of the town, will be affected by your socioeconomic status. Whether or not you'll be able to afford a healthy, balanced diet every single day, your socioeconomic status will come to play. Accessibility to clean water every single time, your socioeconomic status will come to play. And then you have the physical aspect of the environment, so pollution again. Okay, sometimes pollution is like, you see, we are hearing of the global warming. so that it doesn't matter where you live. That will have effect on our health. But then there are other things like sanitation that will be affected by both now the environment and also your socioeconomic status. And then the third thing is your lifestyle choices. So the way our life eventually shapes up, and of course now our health, will really depend on some choices that we make every single day. You may not really have control on where you're going to be born or where you are going to live, because that really depends with your socioeconomic status. But choices like, are you going to smoke? How much alcohol are you going to consume? Are you going to practice safe sex? Are you going to exercise? How much junk are you going to consume? So as a parent, are you going to expose your child to gender-based violence? That's still a personal choice. For a child, it's not a personal choice. But for you as a parent, it is a personal choice. Once you grow to an adult, some of the struggles you'll be going through will depend on how your childhood was. But still, whether you're going to entertain the same or not, is still a personal choice. How do we preserve this precious resource, our health? The first thing is, make decisions that will promote your health. So things like choose to exercise, choose to eat a healthy, balanced diet as much as you can. Have genuine connections and care for people genuinely. It's very important. Have time to connect with your divine power, whatever that power is, at least every single day. It's very important too, so that you're able to keep in sync with yourself and with the environment and with other people around you. Try as much as you can to make sure that you have good financial health by making small decisions every single day that with time will have fruits that are favorable for you. And then of course, have values, system of values that will guide you on a day-to-day basis. Things like trustworthy, things like being honest, saying the truth. Very simple things, but sometimes they can be very, very difficult.